Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's my first event that I'm having, which is the vision board party. I hope you can hear me properly actually. And come along. I've come to the conclusion that motivation, people think, see, I don't feel motivated, is a myth. That thought of that is a motivation is a feeling, is a myth. It's a decision you make because you're not always going to have that feeling. It's a commitment you make. Some of us are married. There's some days you don't want to talk to your Spanish. You don't want to look at, but you've made a commitment. And if you've been able to commit to something, some of you are studying, you've made a decision to commit to it. So you'll have the ability to commit to anything you choose to commit to, if you choose to. And that comes with a decision. So don't wait for that motivation feeling, it's not coming. That train gone. It's going. You might feel it day one, but day two, the motivation will go, and what would sustain you is commitment and seeing why you're doing what you're doing. Why do you want to get married? Because if you're not working on yourself to be the spouse that your husband wants, then don't expect that spouse to come and be what you want, because it won't happen. If you're expecting marriage to be the happiness in you, it's not going to happen. Trust me. You have to find who you are, who God's created you to be, find your inner beauty, be confident in yourself, and when you've done the work in yourself, that guy might just show up and then you're ready for it, kind of thing. So certain things, you have to prepare yourself for them. And even though there's no odds against you, there's no obstacles in your way, sometimes in life, that's exactly what it is. There's really no obstacle or odd against you. You just need to put in the work, and it might take some time. It might take you 5 years to get there. Dorica might be slim thick by next year. Where I think I would just eat. The good thing about slim people, they know when to stop eating. Don't stop. That's the thing of difference between some people who are slim and some people who are bigger. Slim people tend to naturally have it in them to, I don't want that. While some of us, the fight is harder. But we have to just switch our habits sometimes, and then you'll get where you want. I want to be size, okay, I don't mind being a size 10-ish, but I want to be extremely fit because I need, for my own health problems, I need to have muscle around my joints because my joints get really, really loose. And when the weather changes, my body really just crumbles. So my issue is not about necessarily being the slimmest of things, but I need to be strong. When I said I wanted to be a bodybuilder, people are laughing at me. Watch, guys, watch. When I bring that six-pack and show you, I won't draw it on, I'll bring it and show you. So we're going to move on to the next bit when it says identifying stumbling blocks. And I really want you to think, the things you're thinking are stumbling blocks, I want you to write a few of them down. Are they really stumbling blocks, or are you making them stumbling blocks in achieving these things? And really think, are they really, really stumbling blocks, or have you created them to be? Are they able to be moved to achieve these things? Because if it's time, and you know you can achieve it in 10 years, then it's not a stumbling block. If it's something that you can research and invest in, if it's your business, you just need to put in the work. You need to read some books on consistency. You need to educate yourself, or find a mentor who's doing what you're doing so they can show you the ropes. Or you might have to invest a bit more money into it, or identify it as something that's actually a real business. Because sometimes when we have side hustles, we put it in the side hustle bubble so that we don't have to commit to it and give our all to it. But sometimes you have to move on from that side hustle mindset and see it as, I'm actually building a business here. Which means if I'm building something, it's going to require my investment. It's going to require my time. It's going to require my effort. And it's going to require my mind. Because you're going to have to educate yourself. Because you have a lot of billionaires. If you ask them about money, they're like, I don't care about money. Take all my money away and I'll make it again. That's what a lot of them say. But that's because they have the knowledge on how to make it. The only stumbling block is we're not educated enough in that area to succeed. And sometimes you have to put in the time. So write down maybe 1 or 2 stumbling blocks, and now write down is it really a stumbling block? Is it really a stumbling block? And then we're going to move on to the next section. But yeah, I've done a video that I'm going to release soon about the different podcasts, because everything that you do every day, like the things I'm learning each and every day, I'm like, how didn't I know this? Like we live in a bubble in our world, and we don't realize how much knowledge is out there, how much information that can transform your life. Because those who know things are the ones making it.
Yes.
And those who know things are the ones packaging it and selling it on to other people. All the time. So we're going to move on to the next section now. So it's called the gratitude letter. And sometimes we look at life in a very negative way. And when you don't have any gratitude for where you've got or what you have, sometimes God's just like, nah, even if I gave you more, you'll just look at it like, oh, it's nothing anyway. So sometimes it's important to have gratitude. So I've got here, for 2019, I want you to sit down. I'm actually going to give you about 10 minutes to do this. What went well? How did it make you feel? What went wrong? What did it teach you? Because that's the thing about when things go wrong. Sometimes like, oh, that went wrong. But you must have learned something from it, which is a positive thing. And how did everything finally work out? So I want you to spend I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to really write a gratitude letter of 2019.